Welcome back to the Rewind Rewatch podcast. My name is Joel.
My name is Andrene.
And we are siblings who have been rewatching 90s movies for your audio enjoyment. Mm-hmm. And we have been taking films directly from listener requests. So all of our episodes, except for maybe episode 1, have all been listener requested. Mm-hmm. And so we, on this and every episode, we'll talk about the film, what we noticed, what we liked or didn't like, any themes that we drew from the movie, things that maybe didn't age so well. I feel like this movie's going to have a few of them.
Just a couple.
And at the end, we will give a rewind rating based on how rewatchable we believe the movie is 30 years later.
Yep.
And so for today, we've got Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery, from 1997.
Yep.
Starring Michael Myers.
Yep. This was crusted by 3 different people.
Okay.
So we got a shout out to Megan.
Shout out to Megan.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Shout out to Jeremy.
Lucky Duck.
Yeah. Oh, is this a double play for Jeremy?
I think this might be. I can't remember.
Okay. Well, whatever.
And then shout out to Destiny.
Shout out is definitely a double play for Destiny. So lucky, she's definitely a lucky
duck.
All right.
Before we get into one sentence summary and all that, I just want to briefly mention it was directed by Jay Roach, who continues on with Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, Austin Powers on Goldmember. He also did Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, and Dinner for Schmucks. Dinner for Schmucks.
Austin Powers. Oh, no, not Austin Powers. Meet the Parents. I believe they're coming out with a 4th one.
Really?
I read something about that where it's like now their kids are grown up and now I think like they're now the parents that are like meeting her partner or I think they had a son.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I read something about that. So that's
okay.
So keep an eye on that because they had Meet the Parents, Meet the Fockers, and then what was the third one called? There was 3.
There were? I don't know.
Meet the Family? I don't know. Whatever.
Meet the Family.
Shout out to Ben Stiller. Big Knicks fan. Go Knicks. All right, so Austin Powers. So this is the first of, like you said, 3 movies. And I'm watching this movie and I'm thinking to myself, I'm trying to put myself back at the time of like 1997, and I'm like, this movie was like massive. Like,
yes, it was huge.
They made 3 of these.
It was everywhere,
which is kind of fantastic to think about in retrospect. But it was a very big film, starring a Canadian who's playing a Brit. So that's interesting.
Yes, fun.
So, yeah, Austin Powers, International Man of Mystery. What is your one-sentence summary for this movie?
This movie is crazy. Let's see this. A horny British... I
love horny being the second word.
What else am I supposed to put?
No, go ahead. Do your thing.
A horny British spy travels through time to stop Dr. Evil from destroying the world.
Okay, yeah.
I'm just trying to like make a big picture.
Yeah, that's true.
Picture.
He doesn't technically travel through time, but he does kind of travel through time.
He does. He freezes himself.
Yeah, that's true. He does freeze himself.
Okay.
So I don't remember. Frankly, I'm not sure if I've ever seen this entire movie in full. Like
really?
I've definitely seen parts of it. Maybe I saw it. Maybe I just don't really remember it. Mm-hmm. I actually I don't know if I saw the second or the third one either. Like I probably did, but
I don't think I did.
At the end of this movie, Dr. Evil freezes himself again.
Yes.
So like the movie's set in the 90s though.
Yeah.
So then what happens in the sequel? He just like I guess it doesn't go back into the future.
The second one's in 99 and then the third one is in 2002.
I remember the third one had Beyonce.
Correct.
Because I'm Foxy Cleopatra, and I'm a whole lot of woman.
That's all I know about that is Beyonce and the Afro.
So I guess we should start by talking about Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Because he's a big deal at this time.
Oh, yeah. So the first thing I have from Michael Myers is SNL. He's been on it since 1989. And I mean, most recently, he's been on an episode this year. So.
Well, they did the 50-year anniversary.
Oh, that's probably
so
right.
That doesn't really count, but yeah.
But I mean, he was on that show for a while. Apart from the Austin Powers movies, he also was on Wayne's World 1 and 2.
Oh, yeah.
He also
Wayne's World, excellent, party time.
Yeah. He also did the Shrek movies.
That's right, yeah.
Like 01, 04, 07, 2010. There's a bunch of them. He did Inglourious Bastards. And then...
I don't remember him in that movie. Who was he?
I don't know. IMDb.
Someone's yelling at us right now.
IMDb, yeah. Nick and Jeremy are both yelling.
Nick and Jeremy are definitely both yelling.
At the very least. And then he also played the cat in The Cat in the Hat.
I have a very vague memory of that movie existing. But
So,
yeah.
The Cat in the Hat. So, growing up, I was definitely very much a Dr. Seuss girl. One fish, like, what was it? One fish, two fish,
red fish, blue fish.
Yeah, that stuff was dope. It was dope. It rhymed. It was catchy. It was fun.
Dr. Seuss had bars.
Green eggs and ham. It was fun. But The Cat in the Hat was not it for me. Like, even as a child. So I've always been very much a rule follower, and to watch
and now you're a lawyer, so
hey,
I guess that's out the window.
I follow the rule of ethics.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
But I really hated the fact that the cat came into the house and just like created all this chaos while the mom was away.
He caused havoc. It was encouraging the kids to be as bad as possible.
Yeah, I was very much the goldfish in the situation who was kind of like, stop, put that down. Mom's gonna be back any second. Like, that poor goldfish is about to have a brain aneurysm. Like, he couldn't understand, like, you're doing too much. And I remember watching this Cat in the Hat version and just being blown. Like, yo, this cat is mad annoying. Get him out of here.
This cat.
Like, get him out of here.
It's a book about peer pressure. It's a book about bad influences. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Cat in the Hat's having a lot of fun.
Because at first the kids are having a great time. And then it gets to the point where it escalates and they're like, oh, the cat is trouble. And they're trying to get him out. But anyway.
You invited trouble into your house. It's all a metaphor.
Okay, let's get into this film because we're doing too much. So who is Austin Powers? Like, how would you describe this spy?
Well, I think I have to describe him as horny.
Yes.
That was the first adjective. So there's like this entire like dance montage sequence, not even a montage, it's just like a dance sequence at the beginning of the movie to introduce this character as like very, very popular. All the women are crazy about him. All the guys want to be him. He's the man. Like, he's like a British celebrity who's also a spy, who's also a ladies' man. And he's literally dancing through the streets. Women chase him. Everyone wants him to sign an autograph. He's like this amazing guy. And it's London. It's like the late 60s because it's supposed to be 30 years before this movie takes place, right?
Yeah, it's 67 when
so
the
it's
movie
1967. Opens. So, it's the free love era. It's I guess the Beatles are out around that time. I mean, they're Liverpool. They're not England. They're not London, but still. He's just supposed to be like this cool free love guy.
But he's also not attractive, like on purpose.
And I think that's a part of the whole joke.
Yeah.
If everyone was just like doing drugs and having sex and you didn't actually have to look good to get laid. So that was the whole thing. And I also feel like he has like very bad teeth on purpose, which I felt like was very much a shot at English people.
Yeah.
And like, in fact, like this entire character is kind of just a shot at English people, which is interesting because it's like this American production that's making fun of English folks, but is, a Canadian that's playing the character. So it's all a little bit all over the place.
A lot going on. In that opening number that you mentioned, there were so many Union Jacks, bro.
Oh, it's
everywhere you look, it was like
it's bang bang. It's on his car. Like his car is a Union Jack.
Yeah.
It's a Union Jack on wheels.
It's like, make no mistake where you are right now.
Yeah.
They want to make sure you are well aware. This is Britain.
And it's the 60s.
Yes.
And
peace, love, flower power, like
they got the pastel clothes, they got the bell bottoms, they got the platform shoes, they got it's the whole thing.
I mean, it looks kind of lit, if I'm not going to lie. Like, it just seemed very much like fun. Like, we're all here about the vibes. We're having a good time.
The 60s does seem like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I mean, other than all the assassinations, but other than that.
And the impending STDs, but.
That's the 70s problem. We're not worrying about that right now. 70s and 80s is when it starts to get dangerous. For right now, we're just having a good time. Yeah. Pass the LSD. Let's go.
Oh, God. So it starts off there, and the very first thing we see is that he's going to this party at the Electric Psychedelic Pussycat Club.
Pussycat Swingers Club.
Oh, right, Swingers. Let's not forget that. Let's not forget that.
Don't forget that. Don't forget that.
And he's there because it's like, he hears that Dr. Evil is supposedly going to be at this party, or at least one of his spies is going to be there so he can try to capture him. And from the very beginning, like, apart from the opening number, which you can tell this is clearly a comedy, he gets to this party. He's there with this lady called Mrs. Kensington, and he goes to order, like, a drink from one of the, I guess, like, cocktail waitresses that's there. And the woman asks, like, do you want a drink? And he turns around and punches her. And then when she falls down and the camera pans to her, it's now a man.
It's very clearly a man. It's clearly a different
person.
Yes.
And it's like, see, it was a disguise. And I was like, like they're spoofing spy movies. Like, it was very much like, very like a campy version of like how spy movies act and all that. So I'm like, okay, like seeing this is very much like it's setting the tone as to what this movie is.
Yes.
It's not taking itself seriously at all.
No.
You have to go into it knowing like, you're just here for a good time. Like that's all this movie is just.
It starts with an opening number.
Yes.
This is not 007. This is not The Bourne Identity. Like, this is not.
But it's making fun of those films.
Yes, 100%.
Very much.
100%. So let's start there. Is Austin Powers a good spy?
I mean, he always finds where Dr. Evil is.
That's true, but Dr. Evil's also like a really bad villain. Like, he's not good at this at all.
Yeah.
He doesn't even know like the right amount of ransom to request.
Because he's been frozen. That was the whole joke. It's like he froze himself in 1967 and wakes up in the 90s.
Right, that's
so
true.
In his mind, $1 billion or $1 million is a lot, but 30 years later, it's not. So I don't think that's him being an idiot more than it's just like showing the differences in time and how money, currency, everything has changed. So I mean, but yes, there are parts of it where he's very much like he'll set a trap for Austin Powers, and he makes a joke to be like, I'm going to set a trap that he obviously can get out of, and I'm not even going to look to see if he's going to get out of it.
It's very 60s Batman.
Yeah.
You set the trap and then you leave, and then it's like, okay. And
then there's also parts where it's like Dr.
Like,
Evil.
I could just get my gun and shoot him.
Yeah.
Like, why are we doing this?
So Seth Green plays Dr. Evil's son.
Scott? What was his name?
Scott Evil.
Scott Evil.
And he's like this. He's like this insolent teen who's like, Dad, like, I don't care about your job. Like, he just, he's sulking all the time. And then his Dr. Evil is like trying to get his son like into like what he's doing, trying to take over the world. And he's like, Dad, I can just shoot him. Like, why are we
also like threatening to kill him the entire time?
That was kind of weird. But so going back to the freezing thing, I thought it was very interesting. So Dr. Evil freezes himself, and I instantly thought about the episode we did with Movie Smash Podcast, where we covered the Batman and Robin film.
Uh-huh.
And how Mr. Freeze ends up like freezing his wife in the hopes that, later on he can, unfreeze her.
You know what killed the dinosaurs?
What?
The Ice Age.
But so then I found myself like going down this like slight rabbit hole into like the whole idea of like cryogenically freezing someone. Like, what is this? Like, where does the idea come up? So apparently, this is an article that I read from 2022 from MIT. It's like their it's their technology review.
I heard that's a pretty good school.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're decent.
They're okay. Apparently, there are currently 500 people that are preserved in liquid nitrogen globally, with the vast majority
500?
500, with the vast majority in the United States because America.
So that's a real thing.
Well, it's really, without getting too deep into it, basically the idea is that once someone is legally dead, you would freeze them in this liquid nitrogen.
So they won't decompose.
Yes, and they're hoping that basically 30, 40, 50 years from now, science will be so advanced that maybe they would be able to, revive these people and make them into a functioning person in the future.
Or they might just function like a zombie.
Or not
which would
at
be
all.
terrifying.
Or not at all.
Or yes,
or you're
of
just
course.
going to be a warm body. Like they're just going to defrost you and now you're just a warm dead body. So apparently seems to be rooted in pseudoscience from what I can understand. So
And it's been done 500 times.
yes. There's also 4,000 people on a wait list because people.
But 4,000 corpses?
No, it's people who are just kind of when I die, I want to do this.
Oh.
And basically, scientists have been able to preserve the brains of a pig and a rabbit so far. But what they were saying from the MIT article is that preserving a brain structure does not mean that the function will remain. So, yes, I guess all the cells and everything will be intact without
being in a
decomposing.
coma.
It's not going to decompose. However, I don't know if they can revive the person.
Right.
At least right now, science is not able to do it. And people are saying bro, it seems to be pseudoscience. Just to give you an idea, these people who have paid to do it, it costs around $200,000 to do this procedure. So, I don't know. Right now, it seems like this is not a good way to spend your money. But who knows? 100 years from now, assuming the Earth is still around, I doubt it will be, maybe they can figure something out.
100 years?
Yeah, I doubt the Earth will still
It's
be
already
around.
gone?
You think it's going to be around 100
I
years?
don't know, man. I won't be here, so that's going to be somebody else's problem.
But anyway, yeah, Dr. Evil does this thing, and he comes out 30 years later. It's now 1997. And free love, basically he said he wanted to come back to a time where free love is no longer a thing and corruption rules.
Yeah, he picked the right time.
Yeah, sure did. So
He'd like it even better now.
right. That's what I was thinking.
He should have set the timer for 2025. He would have been living real nice. Dr. Evil, come on down.
Right, absolutely. So because he freezes himself, of course, Austin Powers does the same thing because he wants to be able to capture Dr. Evil whenever he awakens.
That's a true hero.
Yes.
Freezes himself for 30 years just to foil his nemesis.
Absolutely.
That's dedication.
So when Dr. Evil comes back, we are introduced to his team of his bandits, his henchmen.
And his penis pump. Don't forget.
Well, no, the penis pump was Austin Powers.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking about
Dr. Evil
Evil's,
comes back to his group.
His group. Okay, yeah.
And so you have Frau Farbacina. And what I liked about her, they said...
I'm very impressed that you actually tried to read that, because I would have just been like, the woman.
Frau Farbacina. They said that she came from the militant wing of the Salvation Army, which I thought was hilarious.
I didn't even catch that joke. That is pretty funny.
And then you have Patty O'Brien, who's an ex-Irish assassin. Mm-hmm. And he leaves a good luck bracelet on all his victims.
Right.
And he said, they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Yeah, the Lucky Charms joke, yeah.
And then you have number 2, who's the face of VirtueCon. And then there's just Random Task, who's an Asian man who, he throws
shoes at people's heads.
So, yeah, there's that.
That reminded me of the time when somebody threw a shoe at George Bush.
Bro.
It doesn't bother me. It's a size 10 shoe that he threw.
His reflexes were so quick.
Nah, it was amazing. And at first, I thought they were making a joke about it, but I'm like, nah, George Bush isn't president yet in 1997. It hasn't even happened yet.
Yeah.
They were way ahead of their time. This is like Simpsons level.
Foreshadowing.
Telling the future. Mm-hmm. But nah, when George Bush ducked that shoe, man, that was amazing.
And there were 2 shoes.
Nah, they
threw. It was 2.
He did it. It was like, oh, you're a boxer. Like, oh, like, all right.
That video's fantastic.
Dip, dive, dodge, duck. That man was doing the whole dodgeball That was crazy.
That was pretty amazing.
Rip Torn would have been proud.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's also just like Will Ferrell, just like is one of the guys.
Mufasa.
What is his name? Mufasa, and he's like Russian, which is like I'm pretty sure that's not a Russian name.
So this was actually Will Ferrell's film debut.
And I was thinking about that because I'm like, Will Ferrell is on SNL at this time, I'm assuming, with Michael Myers, maybe. I mean, around that time. I remember he did Night at the Roxbury in the 90s, so that must have been pretty soon after this. And then I feel like he had that pretty popular SNL sketch where he was like the cheerleader.
I just remember
But I don't know if they-
Cowbell was the one that I
Cowbell.
I love Cowbell.
That's classic. That's a classic sketch. So yeah, I'm assuming that this is some SNL connection that they had there. And it's also worth mentioning that SNL at this time was like
huge.
like actually like popping. Like
Yeah. It was actually still funny.
yeah, like they had a great cast. The cast went on. They made movies from people who were in the cast. Like they would take sketches. Like Night at the Roxbury is a SNL sketch that they turned into a movie. The Ladies' Man with Tim Meadows.
Yeah.
They made into a movie.
Yeah.
The Molly Shannon movie about Superstar.
Superstar.
Like SNL was so big they were making movies out of the sketches.
That's
like,
crazy.
I don't think people from like kids would not understand this now
Yeah.
because SNL is kind of just like something that old people care about. And I feel like the last like really popular cast was like the Tina Fey, Amy Poehler, like Jason Sudeikis, like all of those folks that were in like the early to mid 2000s. But now it's fine. Like people get excited when the old cast comes back. I'll put it that way.
I mean, to me, I feel like the best thing is the Weekend Update.
Weekend Update was always the best thing.
Yeah,
that's not new.
But it's the only thing. Like I feel like now it's the only thing that I would watch. It's like you can go to YouTube and just plug Weekend Update for that week and watch that, and you'll be fine.
Yeah.
The rest of the skits you can just kind of skip over.
Yeah, I feel like they would always kind of hit their stride during like election years. Where they would have like when Tina Fey was Sarah Palin and
that was so good.
They had what's my guy's name? Larry David would show up and be Bernie Sanders.
Yeah. Good stuff.
So, in addition to this Will Ferrell cameo, we also get a cameo from Tom Arnold.
You know, but I put Roseanne Barr's husband.
I
I couldn't remember his name.
And that's exactly what I Googled. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, the guy from the thing and then Roseanne's guy. I was like, oh, Tom Arnold. Shout out to him. And there's a very very poopy scene. It's not really poopy, but it's like
the number 2.
he assumes that he's pooping, but he's not actually pooping.
That scene was so ridiculous. Like,
I mean, if we're gonna talk about ridiculous scenes, we might as well just go through all of them because I mean,
you start with the poop scene. Let's just start there.
Let's start with the
Let's
poop
just start
scene.
the poop scene.
So Tom Arnold and Austin Powers meet each other in a bathroom, and then
In Vegas.
I don't remember like why they start conversing to begin with, but they have a conversation before they go into the stalls.
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, man, like good luck in there, I guess. So Tom Arnold sits down on the toilet, but he's like spending a lot of time paying attention to what Austin's doing in the booth next.
It was kind of hard not to. It was very loud in there.
So, he basically gets accosted while he's in the bathroom by the Irish hitman. Tries to like
come through the
choke him
window
with
above.
What is it called? A garrote wire?
Yeah.
But it doesn't really work. So he's like straining because he's getting choked. And Tom Arnold, the pooping cowboy, thinks that he's having a hard time getting it all out. And he tells him to fight back.
Yeah.
So that was a scene.
Show that turd who's boss.
Right, yeah.
And then when he finally gets out, Austin Powers ends up basically, choking out and like dumping the Irish guy's head in the toilet multiple times. So the guy ends up dying. And the way he dies, though, his head is in the toilet and his legs are like hanging out.
Yeah. Tom Arnold asked for a courtesy flush.
And then he walks over and looks at him and he's like, wow, I must have been some crap or something. And I'm like, So you think
a human came out? A human man?
Out of his butthole.
An adult man came out?
It's so stupid. It's so stupid. I was like, oh, good lord.
I mean, yeah, it's a pretty stupid movie.
All right, what's
Like,
the next dumb scene you wanted to bring up?
The next dumb scene. There's this running joke throughout the movie of Austin Powers in the hotel naked, and they keep covering it up with different things,
like phallic symbols
in the room,
yeah,
or like
yeah.
you know, she's on the phone and she's talking to her mom about Austin Powers. We have to talk about that whole dynamic. We'll get to that in a second.
Yes,
and it's like he's just parading around the hotel room nude, despite the fact that like they're not together, they haven't hooked up. He's just naked for whatever reason. And as we're seeing him in the background while she's in the foreground on the phone, they keep strategically placing all of the different furniture in the room so that we never see it.
yeah.
And it kind of like, I don't know how I felt about this. Like, it bordered on witty and cheesy. Like, I couldn't tell if I hated it or if I thought it was like kind of good. But then there's like a part where she's like eating breakfast and she like grabs a sausage while he's standing in front of it, and then she takes a big bite out of it. I was like, all right,
that was a lot.
This I don't love.
That was over the line. That was like the line. Everything else was like edging.
It was like, do I like this? Do I not like this? And then the sausage bit came. I was like,
yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Same.
I made a choice. I made a choice at the sausage links.
It was too much. It was way too much. And then they continue the joke later on when they end up getting married.
With the melons?
We'll get into that. The melons and the 2 pineapples and like the whole time. Like, oh, like these, it was like ingredients for like seasoning. It's like, oh, nice seasoning rack on top of her breast.
Right,
I was like, oh.
Which also,
God.
So you're just on a video call with this man and y'all are both just naked?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like we can't see, but this guy can. Why is he seeing you guys nude? Why he doesn't want to see any of this. He was just calling you to let you know what happened. This guy whose name is conveniently Basil Exposition. So it's very on the nose. I actually thought that was pretty funny.
So speaking of like just ridiculous scenes, Joelle, I made a list of what I called jokes that went on too long. Because this movie had so many.
And it's only a 90-minute film, so.
But most of the movie was just this.
Yes.
Like, so going into this movie, I didn't remember much of anything. I remembered, like, do I make you horny, baby? Because how do you not?
Oh, behave.
Yeah, like, there are things that, like, you just remember. I remember that. I remembered, like, once the movie started, like, all of a sudden the music came back to me and I was like, oh, I remember this music.
Yeah.
And the one thing I remember as far as like things that happen within the movie was when he first becomes unfrozen in 1997 and he goes to pee. And he's peeing forever. Like forever.
He held it for 30 years.
And I'm watching it back now and I'm like, I remember this is like a long scene. And it's like, but every time I thought it was going to end, it didn't end.
And that's the whole joke.
And it's like, yeah, but it was like, it kept like, it was going, like, it was going so long that it was kind of like, okay, this is going on too long. And then it was, sorry, it's not Mufasa, it's Mustafa, sorry.
Mustafa, okay.
Mustafa's death.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
God. Basically, he decides that he's going to kill him. Like, I don't even remember why he was killing Will Ferrell's character. Do you remember?
He kills people very willy-nilly. It didn't feel like there was much reason behind it. He just killed people to kill them.
And the way he would do it is like they're sitting in his boardroom and he would press a switch, the chair would flip back, the person would, I guess the floor would open beneath them and it would like
engulf them in flames.
Yeah, like some fire pit that was under his boardroom apparently.
Yeah.
I don't understand how that works. And so Mustafa falls down there and you hear the flames come up, you see the flames, and it's kind of like, okay, he's dead. And then he's like, hey guys, I'm still down here. I'm burned pretty badly. Hey, can you send some help? Yo, this thing was like 5 minutes long. I was like, bro. And then the guy goes down there, he's like, yo, handle the problem. And then you hear a gunshot. It's like, okay, finally he's dead. And he's like, hey, they shot me. I was like, come on, like it just kept going. I was like, yo, this movie.
They had to push it. This is the whole thing.
I'm sorry, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
So you weren't a fan of the too long jokes.
I feel like the whole podcast could be me talking about how many there were. I'm not going to do that, but those were probably the ones that really stood out to me.
There's the evil laugh.
Oh God, evil laughing as a group.
Yeah,
yeah, that went on way too long. And then the one I want to pull
but
out.
again, I feel like that's like the whole like.
I get what they were doing.
Making fun of the spy movie. It's like you have someone making evil laughter, and then the scene always cuts. But it's like, well, how does that end?
Right.
And I feel like they're showing you like how does it end? It's like at some point everyone just stops laughing, and then it's awkward.
Exactly. So the one part that is when Austin Powers is trying to escape. This is after they end up, he and Vanessa, who we will talk about Vanessa in a bit.
We're going to talk about Vanessa next.
He and Vanessa end up being captured by Dr. Evil, but at this point they've kind of broken out of this trap that was really easy for them to get out of anyway. And he has this...
With floss.
Oh, God. And toothpaste. He has this vehicle that he's like,
oh, it's in my eye.
He has this vehicle that kind of looks like a golf cart.
Yeah.
And he's trying to turn it around.
The 3-point turn.
The 3-point turn was insane.
Yeah.
Because they kept like cutting the scene and showing what Vanessa was doing and showing what Dr. Evil was doing. And they would go back and he's still in this cart trying to turn around. And the last time they show him, at one point he's just going into drive, hitting the wall, and then going into reverse without even turning the wheel.
Nah,
it's just like boom.
He literally
boom,
can't move.
Boom, boom. But it's also like you're not even turning the wheel. That's what I'm saying. Like he just was going into drive and then going into reverse.
Oh man.
I was like, good Lord.
So this is making me think of another question, which is, and I feel like I've asked this before on other episodes, but what do you think is the key demo? Who is supposed to watch this movie and love this movie?
You got to be young.
You have to be?
It's PG-13. So like they didn't make it R, although like there's a lot of shagging. There's a lot of
It's not a lot of shagging though.
Well, there's a lot of talk.
There's a lot of talk and shagging.
It's a lot of shag talk, a lot of horny talk, a lot of sexual innuendo, there's a lot of sexual harassment in the workplace.
And outside the workplace and pretty much everywhere.
Penis jokes.
Yeah.
Vagina jokes. Like
someone's name is vagina.
Well, yes.
A lot of vagina.
A lot of vagina, which is clearly a play off of Pussy Galore.
Yes, of course.
So I got that.
Yeah,
I understand. Yeah. But
give that one a pass.
Because I understand where it came from. It's like it's very obvious what y'all are doing with this.
Pussy Galore is
crazy.
Is obvious. That might be even more ridiculous.
Yeah.
For that to be in like an actual film. Like, come on, bro. Like, isn't there I feel like there's a James Bond movie called like Octopussy.
Yes.
It's just like, come on.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. At least this movie's a comedy.
That's true. The fact that this is supposed to be like a regular spy movie. And you have someone called Pussy Galore.
Is absolutely insane.
It's absolutely like, who wrote this? Who thought that was funny? It sounds like a teenage kid. Like,
oh, it's 100% like a Beavis and Butthead joke. Her name's Pussy. That's funny.
Yes.
So yeah, I guess this movie is kind of like a. But I feel like it did numbers. Like it wasn't just kids watching this.
No,
movie.
It was super popular.
Yeah. So adults found this hilarious.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if you were into spy films, it makes sense because it's spoofing things you like. It's kind of like watching like Scary Movie. Yeah. It's like if you watch Scream, and I know you did last summer, it was hilarious. Yeah, it's like you're making a play off of these films that I love, but also pointing out things that don't really make sense. So I get it.
Yeah. I
was never like a big James Bond fan. I mean, I know Dad is.
Yeah.
Like Dad love. He's seen all the movies, I feel
Sean
like.
Connery version.
Well, yeah, Sean Connery and he also saw
Craig?
Nah, that's
Brosnan?
someone else. Oh, Brosnan. You know, I had a big crush on Brosnan when I was younger.
I mean,
He's so debonair.
you know, so crazy. This is so stupid. And I'm actually gonna blame this podcast, but like when I hear Pierce Brosnan in my head, I'm thinking of him getting hit by an orange in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh, the terrorists, they ran that way. It was a run by fruiting.
It was a run by fruiting. I don't know why that's coming to my head, but this is like stuck to my memory now. Every time I hear Pierce Brosnan's name,
So you're not thinking about Bonds.
I'm thinking of Mrs. Doubtfire, and I'm like, he was a pretty good stepdad. He got a bad rap. I don't know, man.
Yeah, he was actually a pretty good guy.
He was.
He cared for the kids. He loved the mom.
He cared for the kids. He was a good guy. He was a good guy. He wasn't dressing up like a British woman, you know. Oh man, that's funny.
Wait, so you mentioned Beavis and Butthead, and just briefly going through like the '90s things that I saw. Beavis and Butthead appeared.
Oh, they do. That's right.
In this
I
film.
wasn't. Maybe I was thinking about that subconsciously, but yeah,
they appeared in
do.
this
That's
film.
right.
They also had Dr. Evil doing the Macarena, which is super '90s.
Very topical. 1997. I mean,
Yeah.
like, it's. You would only put that in a movie this year.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, it's like, why are we talking about this random dance? They also were playing Twister. I'm not sure when Twister came out, probably long before the '90s, but I feel like
Way before the
But I also
90s,
feel like
yeah.
it reminds me of our childhood. Like that's like a game you were playing as a kid in the '90s or the '80s. It's like playing Twister was just
Twister's fire.
balls of fun. And they had the whole AOL "You Got Mail." Did you notice that?
I don't remember that.
Yes. So there's a scene, I can't remember exactly where I feel like it's more like middle towards the end, where Austin Powers is talking to, I guess, one of the people from the British, I guess, government or something. And he's talking to him on AOL. And they had the logo, like AOL, like, and I was like, oh, you got mail. So, and then I noticed that I was looking up my information for the notes, and it said here that the director, Roach, used the AOL product placement in exchange for a free year of service. So he was lit.
That's it? He could have got more than that. This is a huge movie.
But you don't know how big it's going to be when you make it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
That's product placement, though, man. You gotta get paid for that.
Yeah.
I don't want free AOL. I want money.
Well, hey, AOL was big back then. So for him, that was a
That's true.
That was
That's
a good
true.
deal.
That's true. Free AOL.
And then lastly, I wanted to mention the pump up sneakers.
The Reebok pumps. Reebok pumps. I feel like Shaq was behind that, but maybe not. Because Shaq had his own sneakers. I can't remember who they used in the branding for those commercials, but I remember those shoes came out in like 95. And I remember just like, oh, I wanted
them.
Reebok pumps so bad, man.
Supposed to make you like
But
run faster or
it was
jump
supposed
higher?
to tighten up the pressure on the shoe so that it would wrap around your foot a little bit snugger, which was supposed to
Give you hops?
in the commercials. Yeah, apparently you pump up and then you can jump higher, which doesn't make any sense.
And then you
at
can
all.
dunk, apparently.
Yeah, of course. Well, yeah. I at 9 years old, I definitely believed if I pumped up, it would give me an extra 20 inches on my vertical.
Yo, you talking about pump up? All I'm thinking about is Joe Budden. pump it up.
Yeah, that song is about Reebok pumps.
Wait, I lied. I have one more. Did you notice who was running the blackjack table in Vegas?
I'm pretty sure I do, because I was like, is this guy the soup Nazi
Yes.
from Seinfeld?
Yes. The soup Nazi was there.
Which is hilarious because later on in this movie, you also see the Indian store owner from Seinfeld
Yes.
is a part of the UN group.
The guy from Pakistan.
Yes. Very
Abu.
bad man. You're a very bad man,
Abu.
Jerry. Yes. So there's like two like random Seinfeld people in this movie, which again, it's 1997. It's the
Yeah.
hottest show on TV.
Yeah.
And you grabbed these two character actors from Seinfeld to be in
brilliant.
your movie, which makes perfect
Yeah,
sense.
because people who are watching in theaters are probably like, you're hype up because like you're seeing all these famous people
Yeah.
that you see in everyday
Yeah.
TV shows are
Yeah.
in this film. So it's,
Yeah,
it's
because
brilliant.
Seinfeld wraps in 98, I think. So like This would have been.
Oh, it's peak.
When they're like the biggest show.
They're
on
in
TV.
their bag.
Yeah. So yeah, let's talk about this relationship here.
Okay,
because I feel
Vanessa.
like this is kind of making me feel like a broken record. I feel like we've talked about this on so many episodes, but this is another example. It's another example of a relationship that's rooted in absolutely nothing other than this guy's the main character, and he meets this hot chick, and of course, because he's the main character, she just falls for him, despite at the beginning of the film saying explicitly, even if I were the last woman on earth and you were the last man on earth and we needed to sleep together to procreate, I still would not sleep with you.
Yes.
And all it took was her hanging out with him one night.
Get a couple of drinks.
They had a few drinks. He's doing the whole I'm walking downstairs behind the couch routine. Do you remember this?
Bro, he does.
Do you remember?
He does
Do you remember people doing this? You stand behind the couch.
One second.
I'm going to the basement. Doop, 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 doop. Then he goes, oh, now I'm on an elevator. Oh, this is an escalator now. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Now I'm in a canoe.
She's
loving it.
I've never seen anyone love this as much.
Yeah. She was enraptured.
And I'm not talking about like, oh, this is like a 6-year-old child.
Yeah.
This is a grown adult woman, and she's like, "This is so amazing." She's loving the stairs routine,
and then she's like, "Kiss me." I was like, "That's it?"
And he says no.
Yeah, because she was so wasted.
Because she's drunk. So this is the whole thing.
I respected that.
At first, I'm like, "Oh, it makes sense. She's only interested in Austin because she's drunk." But then after she sobers up in the future. Like the next day, she still like wants parts, and she gets jealous when he sleeps with a lot of vagina.
Bro, this made me so annoyed.
So I'm like, wait, what happened from the beginning of the movie to the end? He went down a fake elevator?
Yeah.
And that was the turning point?
I couldn't understand it.
This is very like Billy Madison. Like remember when we talked about this in the Billy Madison episode?
Yes, dating his teacher.
There's nothing about this guy that you're attracted to, and then like suddenly one day you just are.
Yeah.
And the movie does very little to explain why.
Yeah.
It felt very similar to that.
Not to mention, like, he wants to sleep with every woman he sees.
Yes.
Literally.
Yeah.
So it's like, what about this man? Although throughout the film they keep saying that he has this like almost like this raw animalistic thing about him that women just can't keep their hands off of him. There's something about him that you just can't resist, Austin Powers. So they're definitely playing off of that.
But that also felt like something that was rooted in 67. Because when he comes back in 97, the women that he encounters are not attracted to him. No one's chasing him down the street. So it's like,
That's
oh,
true.
like you lost your
mojo?
You lost your yeah, it's not even that he lost his mojo. It's like it's a different time.
Yeah.
And people don't care about people aren't attracted to what they were attracted to 30 years ago.
Well, that's true. That's fair.
So then it's just like this doesn't work anymore. Mm-hmm. So I don't think that logic really works. And I'm like, oh, like.
But it does though, because remember, he's able to use his like sexual wiles against those robots, the female robots.
That's right.
And the female robots, they go so crazy, they just like implode.
That is a very ridiculous scene that is actually kind of funny because it's so silly.
I did laugh because I was like,
it did make me laugh.
Yeah, I did laugh at that scene. So he still does have something about him.
I feel like Vanessa is really just attracted to him because he's the main character. Like, let's be frank here. Mm-hmm. He's done nothing but sexually harass her since they've met. Mm-hmm. One of the catchphrases from this film that people remember.
Do I make you horny, baby?
Do I make you horny, baby? Do I? Do I make you randy?
Do I make you horny? Doesn't age well. Does not age well. Like on the list of like things that don't age well.
Yeah.
Asking your coworker that you met 12 hours ago, do I make you horny? And then spinning around on a rotating bed and falling on top of her as she actively tries to get off of the. It was
so gross.
It was a lot.
It was so gross. And then like the first time he meets her, he keeps calling her baby, and she keeps saying, "Don't call me baby. Don't call me baby." Don't. Like it kind of reminds me of like when typically older males, like if you're a waitress or a server of any industry,
God.
and they're like, "Oh, honey, sweetheart, can you grab me?" And it's like, "Bro, I'm not your sweetheart."
Randomly
Like,
touching your hand.
it's like, "Oh, honey, oh, thanks, sweetie, thanks." And it's like, stop giving me these pet names. Like, I have my name tag is right here, bro. Like, call me by my name. Don't call me honey or sweetie.
That's not my name.
Yeah,
That's not my name.
It's like it's annoying, but it's like this idea of like, well, why don't you like it? It's like
because it's not 1957 anymore. That's why.
Yes.
Harold, please stop doing this.
That's kind of the vibe that I got from him. And she kept being like, yo, just call me. And
Well, that adds up. I mean, he's been gone for 30 years.
Yeah.
He doesn't understand that, like, what they thought was flirting in the 60s is now called sexual harassment. Because times have changed.
But clearly, like I said, apparently all it took was his escalator, elevator game. And now
It really flipped the whole switch
she
for
loves
her.
him. And then, like, yeah, she's jealous of Miss Vagina. And and then she explains to him that in the 90s, people aren't off shagging each other all the time. And I was like, wait a minute. So I had two things of issue. The first one you mentioned is like, why does she care? And the second one is like, but did y'all agree to be in a relationship? Because last I saw is you tried to kiss him. He said, nah, you're drunk. And then that was it.
Yeah, and then
so
they fell asleep. She fell asleep in his arms.
Yeah.
But they didn't kiss.
Y'all didn't have a conversation.
They didn't have any sort of like, oh, we're together. It was nothing. It was just like, oh, like we just had a fun night together.
Yeah. So then, like, the fact that she's like, people don't do this. And I'm like, but y'all are not together. Like,
No.
I was so confused.
There was nothing about it, but it was, it was like, oh, well, I wanted to sleep with you, so why did you sleep with someone else?
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? Like, that's not, what does that have to do with anything? Like, these two things are not connected in any way. Like, these two things are not connected in any way.
And the one part that I thought was funny was, so she's mad at him, but they have this plan they have to do in order to infiltrate. VirtueCon is where Dr. Evil apparently works. And they go to this corporation and they're like, oh, we're going to pretend that we're tourists and we're a married couple and we're going to do this tour at VirtueCon. And they're on this like tour. It kind of reminds me of like those vehicles they have in the airport when they're transporting people who can't walk throughout the different terminals.
Yeah, like the little
But
airport
longer.
go-kart.
Yeah, but longer because it had like maybe 10 people on it. And they're sitting side by side, and they get to the point where
It's like when you're like touring like a movie studio.
Yeah. So they're sitting there, and they get to a part where like they're stopped, and to the side of them is like basically two doors for people that obviously like you have to work there in order to get in. You need a badge or whatever. And the tour cart is stopped for a second, and they both hop off of the cart, and then they go into a male bathroom and a female bathroom. I guess they beat up the employees that were in there, and they put on their uniforms and they get into the security area. But I'm like, everybody can see you. Like, everyone saw you get off of the cart and
hide.
go over there. And so, like, it literally took 2 seconds them to be like, intruder alert. Not to mention, the person who's doing the tour guide sees two empty seats on the thing. Like, I was like, this makes no sense. It was so stupid. And I get, like, the point is to make fun of spy movies. I get it. But it was like, a lot of these jokes were so overkill for me that I was just like, bro, this is too dumb. Like,
yeah,
it's
I feel
too
like
much.
that's always kind of like the fine line with spoof movies, right? It's like I'm making fun of something to show how silly it is. And so as a result of that, all my jokes are going to be kind of dumb. Mm-hmm. And so, like, can I do it in a way that's witty enough that makes you get the joke and still laugh versus, like, you get the joke, but it's just dumb.
right.
And inevitably, like, every spoof movie is going to have bad jokes.
Yes.
And that's just, you just have to keep shooting and hope that you make more shots than you miss. Like, that's really the game when you're making a
Did
spoof.
you think that this movie hit more shots than they missed?
Personally, no.
Okay.
But I'm also not a huge fan of, like, the dumb comedy. Like, I don't know. There are some dumb movies that I like. I always talk about, like, sometimes I ask, like, you know, what's the worst movie that you still enjoy?
That's a good one.
And my go-to answer is Twins. which is
Tonight is your night, bro.
which is like objectively not a good movie, but I enjoy the cheesiness of it.
You know what mine is?
What's yours?
Kindergarten Cop, baby.
Is Kindergarten Cop a bad movie?
Joel, we ripped that thing to shreds and then gave it a 4. And Dave was like, "This movie is not good."
I don't know, man. I'm still holding out.
A lot of that movie is.
I'm not willing to
really-
concede that. I'm not willing to concede that yet. But yeah, I feel like there are certain exceptions where I'm like, this is pretty cheesy, and I still think it's funny. But I don't know. This was. Maybe it's just I don't have like any sort of like
spy background.
I don't have any connection to this film that's making
that's
me.
fair.
I don't have any nostalgic connection. I don't have any. Oh, I used to watch this with my brother and da da da. Like it's just like this is a movie that I remember being very popular. But
to be fair, like Dad is a huge Bond fan. I guarantee Dad does not like this movie.
Yes, I guarantee. You're 100% right about that. But our father also hates cheesy jokes.
Yeah.
Like this type of like Michael Myers.
He likes
Will
Airplane.
Ferrell.
Airplane is very cheesy.
Well, yeah, that's true.
He likes Airplane.
But that's also like wordplay. It's a different type of cheesy.
Like Shirley, don't call me
it's
Shirley.
dad jokes.
Yeah.
Airplane is definitely dad jokes.
Yeah.
This is just like this is cheese. This is way more cheese.
Fromage.
This is way more cheese.
Way more cheese.
So I also thought what was funny is at the end, right? Like Dr. Evil has a terrible plan that they foil it very easily. And then they go back to headquarters, they enlist the British Army, they infiltrate the place, which again, the only reason that they know where Dr. Evil's lair is because he brought them there.
Correct.
So it's like, this guy is obviously a very bad villain.
Right.
And again,
right.
So this is all part of the joke.
Mm-hmm.
But then at the end, they have this face-off where they're trying to catch him, and it's Vanessa and Austin Powers, and they're trying to get Dr. Evil. And I'm like, wait, where did the whole British Army go?
Yeah.
Like
they just like disappeared.
Like they could have just captured him, but it's like they dipped off secretly to go capture Dr. Evil instead of being
sense.
like, hey guys, he went this way. Let's go get him. It's like, yo, let's go. It's like they didn't want the army to know.
You know what's funny? I didn't even realize that. Like I was just watching it like, okay,
like,
I guess all right.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Like they infiltrated the entire place.
Yeah.
How did you feel about the because you brought them up earlier when you talked about the hot robots that malfunctioned from just from the sheer power of Austin Powers' libido.
So one thing that I thought that didn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, of course, a lot of this movie doesn't make a lot of sense, but they bring out these, robot women that are supposed to basically catch Austin Powers off guard because they're saying that like, particularly men like cannot resist, their feminine wiles, their feminine charm.
I mean, especially this man. He has
Which
proven
that
he cannot.
But to prove the point, what's her name? Fra Farbisina. It's like she's like, watch. So
again, very impressed. Very impressed by you trying to pronounce that.
So the robots come in, and then she's like, guards, kill them. So the guards come in and they see the girls, and they're like, oh, and they just freeze. And then the girls like their bras like open up, and they have like guns coming out of their
gun
boobs.
nips.
Yes, gun nips. They have like the bras kind of remind me of like old school Madonna.
Oh my god!
Like those kind of bras that Madonna used to wear in her videos, and they start just
you mean Natalie Portman?
Leon, the professional. So they start like shooting out bullets, and then like all the guards are dead. So I'm like, so y'all just called your guards in here just to murder them?
Yeah, it was
to prove a point.
Yeah, it was just like a demonstration. We have more guards. We're fine.
Oh, their lives didn't matter.
No, their lives definitely don't matter.
Oh, okay.
They're guards for an evil villain.
Okay, I just thought that was.
He's also his corporation is making like tons of money.
A lot of money. Thanks to number 2.
All due to number 2.
Yeah, number 2 is the
Number
man.
2 made him a lot of money. He's like, oh, word? And it's also like, so you're just evil for fun because you could
you don't need to-
you could just run this corporation and be
Yeah.
rich. You can. I mean, you'll still be like, you know.
I mean, he likes the killing. He likes he wants to kill his son. Like this is just his thing. It's fun.
So we talked about like the line between cheesy and funny. Mm-hmm. I will say that the part of this movie that I probably enjoyed the most was when him and his son go to therapy.
I knew you were gonna bring that up.
I really enjoyed that scene.
Yeah.
Like it was like, yo, this is actually pretty funny.
Yeah.
Like the idea of an evil villain trying to connect to his son and going to therapy with regular humans.
Right.
It was hilarious. I thought that was really funny. I thought that was really well done.
Yeah.
And it was just like a very unique idea to like introduce this son whose name is just Scott. And he's like, Mr. Evil. He's like, no, it's Dr. Evil. I didn't go through 4 years of medical school to be called Mr. Like that was very funny.
It was. Very
I thought it was
funny.
good. That was good. That was a good scene.
I enjoyed that as well. And the therapist has no idea that he's serious when he talks about like, I just want you to be able to rule the world. And she's like, yes, we all want the best for our children.
He's like, do you hear that? He said the world.
Yeah.
The world. That's how much he wants for you.
Well, I just really met my dad for the first time 5 days ago.
I was partially frozen his whole life.
That is beautiful that you can admit to that.
He comes back, and now he wants me to take over the family business.
But Scott, who's gonna take over the world when I die?
Listen to the words he used. Who's going to take over the world when I die? Feels like that to some of us sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah, it was good. I enjoyed that as well.
Nah, that was good. That was dope.
You mentioned just briefly how they're able to escape when Dr. Evil, I kind of felt bad. Like he kept wanting to like have these very elaborate plots, but they kept being foiled like by his own people. Like for instance, he's like, I want to have these like sharks with like lasers on them so that, Austin Powers and Vanessa could like be on this slow moving device that's going to dip them into the water, and then the sharks will come up.
It's very Batman. It's very Batman.
Yeah, and attack them. And then number 2 is like, sorry, we couldn't get the laser sharks due to whatever issues, but we do have some sea bass. They are ill-tempered.
Yo, those sea bass ate a man's face off though.
They bit his head off.
Oh, that yeah. So it's like the sea bass was actually pretty dangerous. Like, to be fair to number 2, like justice for number 2. Justice for number 2.
So justice for Terry last week.
Yeah, justice for Terry
justice
last
for number
week.
2
Justice for
week.
number 2.
Okay.
Because he
Fair enough.
kind of got a bad rap. To be fair, like just because number 2 is actually running this whole operation.
Yeah, absolutely. He kept the money afloat, and he's also making sure that these stupid little traps can go off without a hitch.
Those sea bass bit a man's head off.
Yeah, they were like.
So it's not like he just didn't know. Like, oh,
yeah.
He did his best.
He made do with what he could, but he would always like step in and tell Dr. Evil like, yeah, the amount of money you're asking for is not enough, or like Dr. Evil would be like, come up with a plan to like, let's start a rumor, that he's something about like Prince Charles had an affair,
right,
so that he can like break up the royal family, and they're like, he actually did have an affair, he admitted it, and it's not news anymore. And he's like, oh, so he kept like trying to come up with different things.
There's a fair bit of like topical jokes,
yeah,
that are very like tied to the time, and I think that's the tricky thing about making comedy movies, but specifically spoofs. Specifically a spoof about, being frozen in time. Like, you're going to make a lot of jokes that are probably not going to be that funny in the future because they're based very much on it being 1997. So there is a little bit of that. And I think that could be something that we talk about when you say, like, things that didn't age well. But then, obviously, like, there's the whole sexual harassment angle.
That turns into love somehow.
Which I guess is, like, kind of intentional, right? Like, it's supposed to be, hey, this guy from the 60s who doesn't know better is now in the 90s, and he doesn't understand that this is not acceptable anymore. But I think watching it now 30 years after when it came out, it's, like, kind of cringe.
Yeah, they also, like, he talks about, like, I guess things he's afraid of And he mentioned like being afraid of like carnies, which I believe is not really a phrase that we're using.
No, I don't think so. I
think that's kind of offensive.
Although they do talk about carnies on like It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which is again like a show that is all just like we're going to say all the things we're not supposed to say.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. He also talks about one of the like British officers' mothers and says that like looks like she was beaten with the ugly stick, said that she looked mannish. It's just like, why are we talking about this woman's appearance? Like
He's from the 60s, baby. He doesn't know any better.
Yeah.
All right, so what is the theme that you're pulling out of this movie? I mean, I feel like you said it earlier, but maybe.
I mean, obviously, like we said, this is a spoof of the 60s, the idea of free love, spy movies, and all of these things. Perhaps it's like supposed to be about the differences between the 60s and the 90s, connecting people across different decades.
Yeah.
You know, learning to evolve based on how times have changed. We're speaking to you, boomers, who are probably not listening to this show anyway.
Wow.
Am I out of line? Am I?
I mean, we are a few years away from being the boomers. It's gonna be
us.
Yeah. It's gonna be us.
Because you're right. There's some things that like what are they called? Gen Z people are doing.
what are these idiots called? They're calling them. What are they calling now? Gen Z something? I don't know.
There's things that they do, and I'm just like, oh, like y'all are.
Well, Gen Z is now the people in college.
Yeah.
The people in elementary school are Gen Alpha. So there's already
I don't even know.
A new up and coming crop.
I have no idea what they're doing, what they're saying. Apparently Riz is a thing.
Oh, Riz.
People have Riz.
Riz.
Yeah.
You're not familiar with Riz?
I mean, people have it, right?
Yeah, Riz is like, you have like game, like you know how to like get girls.
On God.
Yeah. That's amazing. Oh, that's great.
I know a little bit.
That's all, folks. We're done. Signing off. That's hilarious. On God is so funny. Oh, man.
All right, you want some facts or you want to pull out another theme that I didn't mention?
No, yeah. I mean, I think that was basically like the theme is just like pointing out the idiocy of spy movies. Like all of these things that are just like very advantageously happen. But like they're making fun of how ridiculous it is that people get away with all this stuff because like if the villains were even halfway competent, they would not be able to solve these mysteries so easily.
Right.
So I feel like that was like the whole point of the movie is just like, look at these spy movies. They're all kind of dumb. Let's just make fun of how silly they are.
Yeah. So Myers was born in Canada, like you said, but to British parents. So that's the connection there.
All right.
His dad raised him on Bond films and British comedy. So after his father died, Myers said that Austin Powers was a tribute to his pops.
Did he write this?
I believe he may have. I can double check that. But I just thought it was really cute to, think that after his dad died, he's like, oh, I want to do something that my dad would have appreciated and also brings him back to his childhood. He did write. Mike Myers wrote it, and then it was directed by Jay Roach. So, yes. So I think that's really cute. Dr. Evil is a riff off of Ernst Stavro Blofeld from the James Bond movies. If you see a picture of this guy and Dr. Evil, you'll completely get it.
You know what's
funny? And he also
funny?
has a cat. Like, it's very much, you're clearly trying to copy this character. It's very obvious when you Google a picture of him. Originally, Myers wanted Jim Carrey to play Dr. Evil, but he was busy filming Liar Liar. So then Myers was like, you know what? I think it'd be funny if I do it myself.
Yeah.
Which I think it worked.
It's very Eddie Murphy of him.
Very much so.
You know what's funny? I'm like thinking about the fact that Mike Myers is a Canadian playing a Brit.
Mm-hmm.
And then the fact that he's playing Dr. Evil, who we can presume is American because his lair is like just outside of Vegas. But he has like this weird voice that he's doing.
Yeah.
And I was like, it kind of sounds like Dr. Evil's doing like a Trump impression. Like, think about it. Like, some of the things that he says, I'm like, this sounds pretty Trumpy.
Pretty Trumpy. Well, that's why if he came back today.
Like, imagine Trump saying $100 billion.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it would be very Dr. Evil.
Yeah.
And we hold the world ransom for $1 million.
You're absolutely right. That's
Yeah.
actually hilarious.
It is very funny. And I was like, oh my God, like, why does he sound like the president? Why is our president Dr. Evil?
So Myers cast Robert Wagner, who played number 2.
Yes.
He was in the Pink Panther from '63, and then he also cast Michael York, who was from Romeo and Juliet from '68, because they were actors that he liked as a kid. So he was able to put them in his movie. That's got to be so special.
That's very cool.
To be able to meet people that you grew up watching and be like, yeah, I made a movie. Can you be in it? I think that's so dope. So Daniel Craig, who we know played Bond starting in 2006, he said that he intentionally made, like, his version was very serious. And he said that he had to destroy the myth of, like, basically how excessive the Bond franchise was. And he noted that Mike Myers effed us. And so, like,
that's funny.
That version is very different than the older versions of Bond. It's almost like watching the old Batmans and then watching The Dark Knight.
Oh, it's like it's more realistic.
It's night and day. Yeah, it's like darker character. Like, he's not like, oh, hey,
yeah,
pussy galore.
Yeah,
like, he's not doing all that.
He's not doing
It's a lot different. And then the last fact that I thought was really cool is the theme song of the film is called Soul Bossa Nova. It was created by Quincy Jones in 1962. It was for this Bossa Nova album. So I had to look into this. Apparently, Bossa Nova is a type of Brazilian music that's a blend of samba and jazz. Mm-hmm. And
there's that...
What?
There's this Quincy Jones interview that he did a few years before he died. Mm-hmm. And he just like is talking about something. I can't remember the details of this, so I'm sure somebody's yelling at us again right now. But like he was asked about something fairly awkward, and he is like tiptoeing around the subject, and then he just like randomly asked the person like, "Hey, do you like Brazilian music?" It's just like his way of like changing the subject.
Oh, wow.
So that's very funny.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
But apparently he created the song in 20 minutes.
Because he's Quincy Jones. And he's like the biggest musical genius of all time.
Right. So he said the theme was used, of course, in all the Austin Powers films. And the connection was that Myers met Jones because Jones hosted SNL in 1990. And yeah. And
I cannot picture him hosting SNL.
A lot of people host. It's just
but
they give you a script and you just
okay. Yeah,
I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure we can.
I'm sure it is. Quincy Jones hosted SNL. That's bizarre.
1990, and he said when he was there, he got permission to use the song for the films.
Good for him.
And just as like for all of you music heads out there, Ludacris sampled the song in his song Number One
Spot. That's right. Mm-hmm. That's right. And I think he did like a whole Austin Powers thing in the video.
Probably.
Yeah.
That sounds like Luda.
Yeah.
All right. Time for the rewind, rewatch rating.
Oof.
I went first last week, so I think
this was my pick, so I guess I do have to go first. I did not spend enough time thinking about this. I mean, I'm just gonna what did Ted Cruz say? Vote your conscience. Vote your conscience. Yeah, like this, I think it's similar to what we've been saying this whole episode. It's like, oh, I get it. Like, I get what they're trying to do, but like, there wasn't enough that I actually enjoyed. Like, I feel like I said, I feel like spoof movies are very hit or miss. Like, they can be funny, but they can also be just kind of cheesy because the whole point of the movie is to make fun of other movies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know. This is not a movie that I would necessarily want to watch many times again. And I think that's just more so, not because I feel like Michael Myers did a poor job, but just this doesn't really, it's not really up my alley.
Right.
So I'm going to give this 2 rewinds.
Stole my answer.
So, yeah, I also am giving it a 2.
I was about to say, I wonder what she's gonna say, guys.
I was also gonna give it a 2, and pretty much for the same reason. Like I said, like although like as a kid, I remember like Bond being on the TV all the time because Dad like loved James Bond movies, like so it was like on the screen. But I was too young to really like understand what was going on. Like I couldn't tell you not one James Bond plot from beginning to end, not one.
Also, to follow a plot at 7.
No, but what I'm saying is like
you're not gonna know what's going on.
I haven't even gone back to watch any of the old or new ones. Is what I'm saying. I've never seen a James Bond movie. Is what I'm saying. So this movie is just not for me. So that's why I'm gonna give it a 2.
Fair.
Like
that's fair.
It's not for me, and also it does not age. So that's a 2. There you have it.
All right. So 2 2s.
2 2s.
Well, feel free to reach out and let us know your thoughts on this and any other episodes. We are accessible by email at rewindrewatch1990s@gmail.com. That's also where you can send us your requests for movies that you want us to cover in the future. We have a Patreon that's available now, which is super cool, and you should definitely sign up for it. It's only $5 a month, so like that's basically like less than a caramel macchiato at Starbucks.
Yep.
Which I'm sure you bought this week, so you can afford it. It's fine. And yeah, we have a good time in the Patreon. That's also where we release additional episodes, where we cover episodes from movies from the 80s and the 2000s. And yeah, follow us on socials, RR90spod, and let us know how you're feeling.
Yep.
I think the other thing I wanted to mention, which you mentioned, I think a few episodes ago, is just, the feedback that we've gotten from folks has been like really cool, just to know that, you guys are listening and some of the things that you've been enjoying. So if that is the case, whether this is your first episode or your 75th, just give a shout out to us. Let us know you've been listening. Let us know what you're enjoying. It's always nice to hear. And then, as well as if you can leave comments and ratings, that also helps us to be seen by other people.
Absolutely.
Any final words?
That's Dr. Evil's cat. How do you know? I never forget a pussy cat.
Oh, yes. I never forget a pussy cat. All right, friends. On that note, signing off. Adios.
Later.